Welcome back, gentlemen. We are on episode 5.
Here we are.
It's been a crazy holiday season, I would say. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I had a good Thanksgiving. What about you guys?
Yeah, mine was good.
Yeah.
Typical Thanksgiving activities.
Nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy.
Do you guys have like family traditions that you guys do?
Not really. I guess as far as like tradition, we always just go to like my parents' house, like my little family, and then that's pretty much it. Fall asleep on the floor after eating way too much pie and stuff. So that's pretty much it, though, tradition wise.
Okay. What about you? Anything?
I don't think I have any like traditions. I'm trying to think. Like I don't. No. I don't really think so. Yeah.
I don't know.
What do you?
No, not really. Is Thanksgiving like a big like tradition holiday? Like, I feel like maybe for some families with a lot of traditions, but like,
yeah, I think it depends just on like family to family, right?
Yeah. But I guess that can kind of be a topic that we talk about to start holidays. So we were talking about this earlier. We're 2 weeks till Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Is it? No, it's not 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks?
I mean, yeah.
Just a little bit over.
We're filming, what's the 9th?
Today's the 9th.
So it's literally 2 weeks.
So
2 weeks from tomorrow?
2 and some change. 2 and 2 days, whatever.
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah, which is insane.
Oh my God.
So hopefully you guys have the gifts ready.
I did most of mine. I think
okay.
so. There's actually like it was like the Kris Kringle or something like
Kris
that.
Kringle.
Kringle.
Mm-hmm.
Is this how they spell it on there? I feel like it's spelled weird. Whatever.
Like market?
Yeah, the market. Is it that?
Oh.
It's something
Kris
like
Kringle?
Kris Kringle. I don't know.
I don't think it's
something
Kris
like
Kringle. I think
that
it's
was
Kris
the guy.
Kringle.
Kris Kringle's the guy, right?
Yeah. It's like another word for Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Where'd
But
that
I
come
think the
from?
Westchester's Kris Krindle.
Yes, it's like Kris Kringle
Market. Yeah,
or
Kris
something.
Kringle Market.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's this weekend on Saturday, and it's like a ton of like local vendors, and they come and bring stuff. Last year, I got like a lot of really good gifts. I actually did most of my Christmas shopping on TikTok this year, though. And I got most of them done, but I'm gonna go this weekend and like kind of see if there's any like little extra things I want to get like my family.
So you did most of the shopping. Did you get any of it yet?
Yeah, I got it all. I think I'm waiting on 2 more things, but I think one just got delivered early. I mean, everything came like really crazy, crazy fast.
Out of 10, rate the like whole experience. Like, was the quality good? Is it all like? Was it easy? Was it affordable?
I mean, affordable? Hell yeah.
Okay.
Like
All
super
right.
affordable, super affordable, and but it's not like cheapskate. Like some of the stuff is pretty like cheap, but it's like some of the stuff is also like you probably shouldn't be paying more than like $5-10 for something like that, anyways. But so far everything's been good. I haven't unwrapped like I got some clothes for like my grandma and like my for Laura's like mom and stuff like that, and it's like pretty solid quality. I've gotten this is actually an actual brand, but you know, like the Frost Buddies. It's like those like universal, like
heavy.
yeah, dude. They had some crazy.
I have no idea
crazy.
what those are.
It's like the universal.
It's like, you know what you put your beer, like, you know what you can put, you can put beer cans in, and like it's like a.
It's a
koozie.
But
Yeah,
it's like
it's a metal
ones.
insulated
That's
like
what that's called.
Yes.
yeah, and it fits everything.
Yeah,
like it fits literally
these are universal
any
ones.
like these ones can fit any size can.
What do you put in them?
Beer,
Yeah.
liquid death. Yeah. But I got one of those because they have like regular brands on there, but they just have like crazy good deals, like nuts. Like that thing was like $15, and they're usually like
They're
30,
usually
40
30
bucks.
or 45, yeah.
So I got that. I got like a really nice. I mean,
This will be after Christmas.
okay.
so you're good.
Yeah. Got like a really nice like pillow for my mom. Like, dude, it's actually crazy.
Okay.
Like I got the for my Secret Santa, I got my gifts from there too.
Wow.
Dude, I got some
Okay.
like crazy good gifts for my person, like for under 25, because it was from TikTok.
Yeah.
Like it was crazy.
That's
It was
fun.
crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've always been kind of like skeptical about TikTok. Like
Same
I feel
here.
like
It's kinda
am
like
I-
Wish.
Am I? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, am I even gonna get it? But listen,
Dude, I've had good experiences, and that was like that was like a big order, like the first big order I put in, and that I haven't had any problems yet.
okay. All right.
Knock on wood.
Would you get food? I've seen like protein powders and stuff like
Oh,
that.
I've gotten I've gotten
You
my
got vitamin. You got like the magnesium.
Oh
You
no,
get-
I didn't get that
you-
from
I
there.
thought
I
you
didn't
got
get
that
that from there, but I did get my like Gorilla Mode like pre-workout. I've gotten Rise pre-workouts and proteins from there. Like
Okay. All right.
they do, dude. They just do crazy deals on
Yeah.
there. Like it's
How
nuts.
did they get it so cheap?
It's dude. I actually have no idea because it is the brand selling it. Like the brand is selling it.
I'm assuming it's probably because they know they're going to sell a lot. So, like, they're basically probably taking losses on the amount per unit, but banking on a lot of units being sold.
Dude,
Yeah.
I don't know if
Like-
it's even the company though. Like I feel like because some of the
Do you
dude,
think
if
it's like
you go on
third
TikTok,
parties?
I think it's like TikTok or something because when you go on TikTok shop, like there's crazy deals like all the time,
Yeah.
and you can apply them to just like certain shops. So it's like, dude,
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know how it works, but I don't think it actually is the company like
That's fair.
giving the price
Interesting.
deals.
It's like
Yeah.
just a mass like warehouse that they just get stuff for cheap.
No, it's definitely not a warehouse.
I bet it's
It's
probably,
coming from
like,
overseas.
like resellers.
It's coming from overseas.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
Maybe, yeah,
gotcha,
dude, I don't know.
gotcha.
Huh. Well, so
Try it
Christmas, you got Christmas shopping done? Or?
No, I haven't started.
Yeah.
I have zero
yeah.
presents bought.
Yeah.
Dang, you too?
I have one present bought, and she picked it out and told me, "Here, this is what I want," and I bought it on the spot, so she knows. So it's like
Dang.
that's it. But we're also, again, we're having a wedding, so we're not putting a lot of money in like for gifts and stuff.
Yeah,
we're
that's fair
We're
enough.
thinking like honeymoon, but like my parents, my sister,
Family.
they ain't got nothing yet. So
Yeah, I should probably get that Secret
Yeah.
Santa gift though.
I did
That's,
get,
like,
I did
going
get
on in a
that.
couple
I got the
days.
Secret Santa, so I am done on
haven't.
that.
I'll do that
Yes.
tomorrow.
But so Christmas, you guys have any traditions for Christmas?
No for Christmas, but New Year's Eve I have a tradition.
I've heard that one.
You've heard this?
You told. I think.
Oh, okay.
I think we might have just talked about this. But
Yeah.
Christmas,
Yeah, I have some Christmas ones.
what you got for Christmas?
I have a few. I think my mom always buys us pajamas like the night before, so we wear. We've always just been doing that. My grandma gets everyone like hyper personal ornaments, like usually a little bit before
Each year.
Yeah,
So
every
you
year.
have 20. How old are you?
Yeah, most of them are just at my parents'. I do
Okay,
have some at
okay.
like my house now
Yeah.
though, which is nice. And then dang, what was the other one? There's one more I was gonna tell you guys, but
Do you stay
forget.
at? Do you do Christmas at your parents?
mm-hmm.
Do you stay there the night before?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just so I don't have to like
Drive there or something.
hop around. Yeah. What about you guys?
No, not this year.
You staying home
Yeah,
and
I'm
then
just-
going there?
Yeah, since I got the dog, I'm just like,
Mm.
I'll stay.
Yeah.
Just hold down the fort.
Yep.
Yeah. How about you? Do you? So, this is a good question too. Do you guys? I know this is like dependent from family to family too, but since you both have significant others, like long-term significant others, do you guys do like the split where it's like how do you guys do that? Like, does your families kind of?
I was just telling him this. So my parents actually, they told me that as soon as we get married, so like next year for all the holidays. So Em's a nurse, so she works. She has to get at least one winter holiday and one summer holiday. So Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Christmas Eve, and New Year's Eve are all. They're technically 4 different holidays.
Yeah.
So like so we'll just move them around. So like Christmas, she has Christmas and Christmas Eve this year. So next year, if she had that, we'd do Christmas like the 26th.
Okay.
So we'll do that, and then Thanksgiving we'll just go back and forth. So
It's nice
just-
having that
yeah,
flexibility.
Yeah, we kind of
Yeah.
just
Yeah. It's not bad.
but this year I just go to my parents. Like
and where are your parents? Are they local?
they're a Pottstown. Yeah.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
What am I-
So
yeah.
Yeah,
that's
That's
not bad.
sweet.
Yeah.
that's sweet.
How about you?
What?
Do you like hop
Oh,
around?
dude,
Like,
yeah,
like,
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 yeah,
do you go to
so-
her family? Like, what is
Yeah,
it?
luckily our families kind of do each things at different times. So like my
That's
family's
nice.
like earlier in the day, and hers is more like dinner. So like Thanksgiving, it worked perfectly because like my family did our Thanksgiving dinner at like 12:30,
Y'all are
Nice.
eating good.
and then
Nice. Yeah,
too
dude.
good,
Yeah.
too good.
What?
Yeah, that's
and then her
crazy.
family started at 4. So it was kind of nice to be able to just go to mine like normal. Felt like a regular like what I'm used to like holidays, and then we went to her family. It was nice too.
And I imagine they're pretty close. Like,
Yeah, like 15 minutes apart. so
What do
it's
you
not
guys do? Do you go back and forth?
well, honestly, we just do mine because so like Christmas is a little different. Like Thanksgiving, we just did mine because Laura usually goes to her grandparents in Sea Isle. They live in Sea Isle, so
Gotcha.
we'll do
Okay.
that. But then it gets to be a lot because then it's like, dude,
a
that's
lot
a
of
crazy
driving.
drive. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
this year we just went to my place, and then I think Christmas is like the one that we usually do like fully split up, and she'll go to her mom's place.
Gotcha.
I'll go to my parents' place, and then just at some point, like on Christmas, like I'll drive over there and hang out for a little bit, and then she'll come back with me and like hang out, and like that's usually kind of how it goes. And then we'll go a different day to Sea Isle and celebrate it again with everyone.
Celebrating
So,
a lot of holidays.
dude. Yeah, it's yeah. I think this year we're doing it's like a combined Thanksgiving and Christmas with her like grandparents.
Okay.
So,
Okay, that's kind of nice.
yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah.
And then New Year's traditions, what y'all got? I know. I want to hear yours.
So man,
extravagant one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
This is it's pretty unique. So at least I think so. My dad used to like work a lot in like pizza shops when he was like young and stuff like that. So every New Year's Eve we make strombolis as like a family
That's
collective.
so
How big are they?
sick.
Just curious.
Yeah, big.
So those are like the
Those are
the
big
pizza. Yeah, those are like pizza
Like,
shop.
how big you think that is?
Yeah, like those are pizza shop drones. Like,
Yeah, it's like literally what he would make there. He
Dang.
tries to make with us too, but we don't custom order. We don't
You
do
just-
anything like that. It's just Italian with like peppers and cheese and regular Italian meats. But,
What's the most you've ever made in a year?
I think we made like 19 one year. Yeah. Sometimes we make a lot.
Now here's
so,
a question.
yeah.
Will you carry this tradition on for like your like when you have kids? You'll
Yep.
do it.
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
a cool
So
one.
That's a
man.
really
Yeah.
cool one.
Yeah, I've been the one that like kind of picked up the most in it. So like now I could pretty much just do it.
Like
but,
if your dad was like, I can't do it this year,
I'd
you
be
do
able
it
to
at
do
home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Damn,
That's a
bro.
cool one.
Get me on
That's
that
a-
list.
Get
me on that list.
Like that's a pretty sick tradition. I don't.
but it's cool because then like if I go to like a friend's party or whatever for New Year's Eve, I'll always just
You bring
bring
the
the
food.
stromboli
Yeah.
and it's like expected at this point.
Yep.
So it's
That's a sick.
a
one.
cool tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool, man.
You got any New Year's ones?
I mean, other than like pork and sauerkraut, you know,
Is that one? I didn't even.
that's just like a Pennsylvania Dutch thing.
Mhm.
Like so,
New
we
Year's
always
Day.
Huh?
New Year's Day.
New
I
Year's
think we
Day.
did pork and sauerkraut.
Yeah. That was another Christmas one I was gonna say. You guys ever? I mean, I think maybe you might because you're German, right?
Yeah.
It's a pretty big German tradition, or I think it's German is to hide the pickle.
I don't do that. No,
Really? That's like
no.
a big thing.
Is
Have
it
you ever
like
heard
an
of
actual
that?
Pickle?
No, it's a pickle ornament. You hide it in the tree, like in the tree somewhere. And it's usually really hard to find because it's green. And someone also tries to hide it like pretty deep. And then it's like whoever like finds it gets like $20 or something like that. You know, it's usually like for like kids and stuff.
Yeah.
But we'll still hide them. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard of it. I think
Actually,
M's
I think
family
you
does it.
told me about this.
Really? Have I
before.
told you that
I think
before?
you mentioned it, and I said the same question: is it a real pickle? Like an idiot.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
you know,
It's a fair question.
yeah.
It's a fair question. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Now, last question with the holidays. Well, do you guys do New York for like? Have you gone to New York for around Christmas time?
Yeah. It's
That's
awesome.
like
one
slowly
time, yeah.
becoming our tradition. Like we go at least
Really?
That's
like,
what- how do you do
not
that?
at
Like-
Christmas, but like we'll go sometime around.
In the city.
yeah.
The city
So,
does Christmas so well.
Yeah.
It's like the vibe. It's just
It's
like
I love it.
Yeah.
Like we're moving out, and this is our last Christmas in the city, and I'm so sad. Like that's the
Oh,
one
yeah.
time that.
Oh, man.
But like New York Christmas is something. It's something different.
How do you get? So how do you stay somewhere? Like
yeah,
what do you
so
do?
we stay in this year. We're staying in Manhattan,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the easiest one because you can walk. Like last year we did like Soho, and we had to Uber everywhere, and it ends up being more expensive to do that than to just get a hotel in. But it's not worth like we did this, I guess. And when we went to that concert, we did all the Christmas stuff then, and now the tree wasn't up. So like, I have a doctor's appointment, and so we're gonna be in New York. So we'll go walk by the tree, but like that, we did everything else other than that. So like we'll
pretty
stay
cool,
in.
man.
Like we stayed a block from Times Square, and it ends
Damn.
up like now around
That's
Christmas we
cool,
can't do
man.
that, like because Christmas it's like $1,000 for
Unless
any
you,
hotel.
unless you do it like maybe like really far in advance.
You have to, yeah. But
Yeah.
even still, like the rates, we were looking the other night just to see if maybe we could do like a one-off on a weekend. Bro,
Yeah.
it's like insane. Like, so, but I was curious.
No, that's
If,
pretty cool. I've only been there like when I was really young to go see the
The Rockettes.
The Rockettes.
Oh,
Yeah, I went to go see
I've
the
never
Rockettes.
seen them, but that's
They're cool. Yeah, they're cool.
And then the last question: Do you guys Santa? Did you guys believe in Santa growing up?
Yes, at that
What do you
one
mean?
point, yeah.
Like, did you think he was real?
That's a question.
Yeah.
I didn't, because I didn't.
Breaking
You
news.
didn't at all.
Yeah, right. Sorry.
You didn't think
Don't
that-
have your kids watch this, okay? Like,
This guy just ruined
I know.
Christmas.
You have to be
Yeah.
over. You have to be over 15 to watch this, okay?
After he already
yeah.
says it. Yeah, we got to put like a trigger
yeah.
warning.
Yeah.
It's
Kids
like-
do not watch this
you
episode.
can't. Yeah. Well, because like when you have kids, is that going to be like part of the allure?
Yeah.
And then how old do you think before they like let's say your kid's 12 and they still think Santa's real? At what age are you like, okay, maybe we should probably have a talk?
If we don't, if you as the parent doesn't say it before, because I'm just assuming that like a kid's gonna tell him
yeah.
or a sibling.
Like the
but,
internet.
yeah,
or
but,
the
like,
internet,
age
yeah,
of
or the
children.
internet,
but
yeah.
what's the age that you're like, okay, maybe like you look at your wife and you're like, okay, it might be time to
I'd say
like-
12.
Yeah, I feel like 11,
I feel like
12.
once you get into like
so.
the preteen, where it's like you're like a,
Yeah.
because 11, I feel like you're not really a teen. Like 12, you're like a preteen.
yeah.
I feel like that's where it's like,
maybe we should have a talk. Like
Yeah, 11
you-
to 12.
I did
never believed in.
Never.
no.
Why?
Okay, now I think part of it is like a religion thing. My parents were like they're like big Christians, and so it was like Jesus is the like Christmas,
Yeah.
and so it was never like Santa. But I found a loophole because M's
Okay.
parents also were like, no, like Jesus is the reason, but Santa is Jesus's friend.
That's kind of what my
Yeah,
parents was.
which is
He's his
and I heard that, and I was like, that's a good one. Like
Yeah.
that's a really
Yeah, you
like,
can find
I-
a workaround.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Like, I
totally.
say,
Like,
like my mom, like I grew up Catholic
Yeah,
family,
yep.
and it wasn't that like Santa was Jesus' friend, but my mom was always like, "Oh, Santa brings presents to celebrate Jesus."
yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
so, I was like, I feel like I missed out because that's a good one. Like that's a really good like
Yeah.
loophole. But
So your parents just like straight up now.
they just like they were like, yeah, like we don't believe this. Like people are gonna tell you this, and I was like,
Oh, dang.
and then the older I got, the more I was just like, man, I kind of feel like I kind of missed out. Like,
Dang, that's
but,
tough.
yeah,
Dude,
so-
I was hardcore.
Yeah.
Dude, my parents were so good at
Y'all
convincing
were.
me, bro. Like,
I-
they told me some crazy believable stories. Dude.
Yeah.
Like, it was nuts.
Did you do like the cookies and stuff?
Yeah,
And,
we
like,
did the
leave
whole
all-
9
the whole
yards,
thing?
man. I loved it, dude.
I got a funny note about that. My
boy.
my parents, looking back, this is like one of the funnier things they did. But they would always have us make cookies and then set out beer with the cookies. They're like, "Oh, Santa gets enough milk. Like,
No
he doesn't want
What a
milk. Set
good
out a
one.
Miller High Life."
That's a good one. Well,
Isn't that the craziest?
I've heard like
Dad just drinks the Miller
Yeah.
High Life.
Your dad just wants an
He's
excuse.
just like, yeah. He's like, I can't wait for that Miller High Life at like 2 a.m.
I
Have they
mean,
wrap
I've
all the
heard
stuff?
I've heard adults. They're like they've told their kids like, oh, Santa doesn't want cookies this year. He wants a charcuterie board.
Yeah.
And they're, like, weighing that out. And
A
it's-
savory
Yeah,
Santa.
yeah, exactly. Santa's on a diet this year. Like you don't need the cookies.
Skim milk.
Yeah.
Dude, that's actually so funny.
Oh man.
Oh, gosh.
Well, I guess we can kind of segue out of the holiday. I do enjoy talking about the holidays. Like
I do too.
But I think
I
that's,
love
the
the
holidays.
holidays.
One last thing on the
Yeah.
holidays. When did you said your parents were so good at convincing you? When did you find out? And how did you find out?
It wasn't my it was my sister who told me, like a little.
We'll
She
bleep it
way
out.
too early. Yeah, way too early, dude. She told me I was still pretty young, like when she told me. Like
Did
I
you have,
definitely
like, a
probably
breakdown?
I probably had like 2 to 3 years left to like believe in
Santa
it, and she
knowledge,
told me
yeah.
about it.
Do you
Yeah.
remember the age?
Nah, I was probably like. Nah, I mean, I was probably like 9.
Oh, okay.
I was probably like 9, so I was definitely like on the end of the.
That's definitely on the later.
Yeah,
later
like
end.
8 or 9, I'd say somewhere around there. But I definitely remember being pretty like upset because I just didn't believe her. Like I didn't believe that she was like. But
Did
she.
you cry and have like a whole little?
No, I don't.
I've
think I
heard of
cried.
kids that are just like,
Bro, fit.
Dude,
Yeah.
yo, wait. Before we get off this subject, too, dude, I feel like I don't know if this is. Hopefully, I feel like this is still really funny. I don't know if I will do it to my kids. Maybe I don't know. It's kind of funny, but I see all like those TikToks of like. There's either like all the elf stuff or like the Grinch coming in and like stealing. Have you seen, dude? Yo, those are it's wrong.
Some of these kids
They
are petrified too. The Grinch like breaks in and
Dude,
is
he's like throwing stuff
yeah.
around and like they're like like running under tables and stuff. It's like dang, and all the parents
and the
are just
parents
like it's like a group of them,
and
dude.
they're so happy
Oh my
because it's
God.
like this is what my kids deserve. Like they've been so bad all
Yeah.
year. It's like
That's hard.
yeah, like I don't know if I
It
could.
is hard. Have you seen the elf stuff?
No.
Dude, oh my God, those are even crazier too. Because like that one you can kind of leverage with like if they're like actually being like a bad kid. The one I saw, it's like they put the fake like iPad, like the kid had an iPad, and it was like they put the fake shattered like photo on it, and it was like the shattered iPad next to like sitting next to like the elf just on the kid's like bunk bed. And the kid just comes in like super innocent, and he's like, dude, he gets like so mad and like frustrated, like crying, and he starts like throwing the elf around, like beating the hell out of the elf, dude. Like, it was crazy.
The elf on the shelf is crazy. I never did. Did you guys do that as a
No,
kid? Yeah,
no.
But I know some parents that are like, they literally use it as like a parenting tool. Like they can't wait for December because they can use the elf as like a. Like they always like I've heard parents say like my kids are the best behaved in December
because the elf on the shelf, dude.
Like,
yeah,
the kids are like genuinely like petrified of this elf.
That's crazy.
I was like, I feel like this is
crazy.
like the ultimate form of manipulation. Like maybe we should dial it back with
for the
elf on the
kids,
shelf.
dude. Yeah. It's like unethical, like
right?
child
Yes,
manipulation.
literally. But you know, I guess whatever works. Like,
Yeah.
Guess depends on how you do it.
absolutely.
Depends on how you do it.
Well, without further ado, let's talk a little bit about us. Like, why not? You know what I
Sure,
mean?
yeah.
So let's go. We've talked about before what we do, why we do it, how we got here. But let's kind of give people, I guess you said, a look behind the curtain and kind of a behind the scenes of all of this, kind of what it took. Maybe not exact dollar amounts, obviously, but you could give people kind of an idea of what the maybe like general idea of price and how expensive this stuff is, because some people like they know it's expensive but they don't know kind of like how much it takes. Like this, not anyone can do this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's a reason it's a business. So I think that would be kind of cool to for people to see. So I guess when you thought of this studio, I'm going to talk to you and
Sure.
then you can kind of integrate. When you thought of like the studio, when you thought of the build out, what were the first few keys? What did you think of? Like, give me your mindset a little bit on that.
Yeah, well, first off, I mean, if you're going to build a studio business, I don't think you should go into it with just dollar signs in mind, like making a ton of money. Like there's different things you can do that you'll make more money than open up a studio. But I think what is a good idea for somebody is like if you already have that passion in podcasting and videography, like with us, we already had a media company and it was just kind of like the natural progression. Somebody like that, I think is going to excel. So that's kind of like the first thing I would say. But when started building it out, admittedly, I had no idea how much it was initially going to cost.
Yeah.
We did like a big kind of brainstorm. All the gear we thought we'd need still needed like 50% more than what we thought we needed. It was a lot of like getting shipments in and then being like, we don't
forgot
have
something.
the glue dots to put the phone panels
like
up and
super
all this
small
kind of stuff. But it all plays a big role. And I'll reveal a general number, but I'll save it for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
A little bit later in the episode.
So, I mean, truth be told, obviously you can't see everything, but like this, we're in a completely soundproofed, like paneled room that we all did.
Yep.
So, I mean, maybe this is a question for you. Give the people kind of like a general idea of like the breakdown of what it took to put everything together. Like, what did a day of a build out look like? I guess
From the beginning.
Yeah. Because I mean, you guys did it for Westchester too, so we can talk about both.
Yeah, I think it was different. Definitely pretty different for each location. Because when we went to Westchester, we didn't know really like how much we needed of anything, and there was no painting involved, which honestly was a lot different, like time wise too. But it was a way smaller room. Like the Westchester room is probably like half the size of this room. Like, honestly.
Yeah.
Probably half the size. And we had some sound like acoustic panels from the old office. Definitely not nearly enough as we thought that we were going to need though. And we do we were a little bit more conscious of putting them on the wall, so that was a little bit more difficult because we didn't like want to rip the paint for like because our landlords are right above us. Like that would be terrible, you know, if we like were ripping the paint and all that.
And they're also a client.
And a client.
And very good like friends at this point.
Yeah.
And good to us.
Yes.
Like have given us a lot, have provided a lot, have helped a lot.
Very much so.
Yeah.
So we had some workarounds to like figure that out. We did figure it out, but that one I feel like that was a lot shorter. That probably took us like 3 days, like 3 full days. But we also had like, dude, we had like 5 people in that room like hanging them at one point because it was me, Matt, Emily, Jay, and Ellen came, and I think Laura was only there a couple times. But at one point there was like 5 of us in that room all putting up the panels.
The little pulse room.
Yeah, putting up the panels at the same time.
Check this out, because the reason we had to do it with everybody there all in that time is because we had our first ever session booked for that day at like, I don't remember what time it was, maybe like 2 o'clock. But it's like 12:30 and we're like scrambling to get all the panels up on the wall because we have someone coming in to film in an hour.
And you had all the gear in there too.
Yeah,
so you're working around, but that's tough too. You're working around the gear because again, I can't really tell if you can tell from the shot, but like there's definitely a lot more room. Like there's a lot more armor. Like whereas in Westchester, if I put my arm out, like my elbow could hit the wall. Like there's a lot. Like you have a lot more space. So in Westchester, it was way different.
Yeah.
So obviously, here at KOP, we had to paint.
Yes.
So what were some of the biggest differences from KOP and Westchester, the build out in totality? Like obviously painting is one. What were some other differences, I guess?
I mean the paint's really, really the big one.
Yeah.
But I would also, what was another big difference? Like I'm trying to think, but it's
I mean I feel like that is like the biggest one because this studio is just like a bigger version of the one that we already had made at Westchester. So we had like a pretty good basis to go off of. Like there's not really much different in here other than like I think literally it's just like a bigger version of everything.
It's like a quote unquote upgraded.
Yeah.
Or certain things. Like I think of like the desk or
something
bigger, like that. But
a lot bigger
it's
stuff,
just,
we
learned
learned
more space to work with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like we learned what might have worked a little bit better and we implemented it here.
Yeah.
And then the out in the like main area, it's also just like a kind of different variation of the set that we already have.
We'll insert a picture of that
in
here. So
yeah. And I mean I don't really think there was much. I think honestly, like seriously, the painting, and then obviously we had some different things to overcome, like the AC and like
I was gonna say I'm gonna get to that on like the. I mean, we might as well just get to it now.
Let's do it.
Like,
yeah.
So obviously, with everything in life, there's hurdles.
very much so.
So, give me a couple hurdles that we went through just from the building, because we'll get to equipment here in a second. But what were some of the building struggles?
Well, first and foremost, we're in like a professional like office complex.
Yeah.
Is where the
Like
studio
business
is
center
located.
sort of thing.
Yeah, and so our unit didn't have a vent or any connection for AC, and we took over the lease in July, and it was hot. Like there were some sessions in here that got hot.
We're in Southeast PA, so summer runs from July to basically September.
Yeah,
And summer gets to probably mid 90s.
Yeah,
Some
for
days
sure.
even high 90s. So it gets hot.
yeah, no AC. So it's been kind of a battle until we got that figured out. But now it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Now that we're in the winter, but no,
Yeah,
it did get
right.
fixed. It did get fixed.
No, I remember there were days that I would text you. I'd be like, "Hey, listen, I'm not going to stay in the office.
Yeah,
it's
man.
it's 85 degrees in here, and I can't do it.
Yeah,
Like
I'm just thinking in hindsight, like when the clients would come in and they're just like sweating while filming. It's like, this is bad.
I
But
remember
we got that
just
fixed.
slowly watching
Yeah.
sweat drip down clients' heads, and I'm just like, I'll put a fan on.
We had like two fans blowing out.
I was like, this isn't doing
anything.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a big one. Another one is with like the unit still is we don't have any signage.
Yeah.
Like to this day right
Yeah.
now, that directory is not updated.
We opened August 1st. It is December 9th.
Yeah. So that hopefully gets fixed soon.
We had yard signs out, but they either blew away or they were taken out.
I think it was
Probably.
like,
I think it was a
Taken
little
out.
combination
Taken
of
out.
both.
Yeah.
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 So that's been a hurdle.
Yeah. that's probably been the biggest building hurdles.
Yeah.
Besides that, I don't really think there's.
I don't. Yeah, I was just saying. I don't.
Anything
I mean,
else?
we got a little bit of paint on the floor, but
Okay.
it doesn't look too bad. I think we can only tell because we saw it
We did
before
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly, luckily it was like black and white paint, and
Yeah.
the carpet is kind of speckled, so
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
it looks
It's really
good.
not that
Yeah.
bad.
Now let's move to equipment. Equipment. I guess Gabe, I'll talk to you kind of on this because you're the tech guy. Equipment struggles or like malfunctions. Can you think of anything we had?
And we've had like malfunctions like
I guess-
throughout,
Yeah.
like technical issues. I mean, for a while. So Westchester, we have all the stands.
Mhm.
I know for a little bit, like it was pretty big. Like people would like hit their hands and stuff, because we didn't have coasters. Like we have these little like rubber coasters that like kind of take a lot of impact if someone like puts it down. Like that doesn't really do much. But in the other one, if you did that in Westchester, like it would shake the whole camera.
Yeah.
Like that was a big thing.
And the
or
sound
even like
reverb is crazy.
the sound reverb on the bottom of these mics here. So they have the stands here, which is why we have the stands here. But at Westchester, we have all of these types of stands. So we had to put like little sound absorption pads like on the bottom of these, because like also if people were like fidgeting or something like that. That was like a really small one, but that one you could see it. Like the cameras would shake. I remember that one being like kind of tedious.
These are little things that, which I think this is cool that we are talking about this, because these are little things that like people think like, oh, let me just start a podcast. Obviously, you can start a podcast with anything. You could do your phone. You could do whatever. Like we've talked about that. But these are little things that you wouldn't think of. Like who thinks of little sound absorption on a mic stand to actually make a quality difference?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, that's why we are a luxury service, and we kind of pride ourselves on that, because then we do think about the little things that people might not.
For sure.
So
Yeah.
Other equipment struggles. I mean, I'm thinking we joked about it, but Riverside was a big one.
Yeah.
Shout out to Riverside, because you've definitely, I think you put out a patch that kind of saved us. So I appreciate them.
But there's some rough.
There were some rough days.
Months.
Yeah, months. Goodness gracious.
Their support is definitely pretty hard to get at.
Yeah, definitely.
And I don't care that you guys hear me. You guys got to work on your support for real.
That's some constructive criticism.
I agree.
Let's put it that way.
I mean, you guys have great products, but I mean, the
Yeah.
support's just not there,
I think we are their ideal client.
Yeah,
So
totally.
like,
Yeah.
hopefully they listen to some of that feedback.
Mhm.
Yeah, if they ever hear it.
Yeah.
So I guess part of the build out, and I guess you were saying like having other things in mind, is like it's not just equipment, it's the people.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
walk me through a little bit of what that looked like. What did it look like to build? I mean, obviously we're still building a community, but what did it look like to kind of build a community from nothing? Because like let's go back even further. Westchester, you obviously Simmons Media is there. You've been, how long have you been in Westchester? Simmons Media, at
It's
least.
going on 4 years now.
Right. So you knew people, you kind of had this idea in the back of your mind. So you had a community. We're ground zero.
Yeah.
Like, so what did that look like?
Well, I think it all started from mindset, because like just to go back a little bit further, it was two totally different mindsets.
Yeah.
Like Westchester, I'm there every day. Like I see exactly who's coming in the door. I can
You live there.
pretty much.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, like
But
literally,
you live in Westchester.
Yeah. But like the community, like super into that community, everything like that. It was totally different having it be like we're gonna build a community from zero, where one, I'm not gonna be there like 90% of the time.
Right.
So I think we talked a little bit about this in the last episode, but I think finding the who could build a community, and like somebody I could trust to do that, like important, like that's like the most important part, was massive. And then we talked about that, like how we kind of reconnected,
Figured
like,
everything out. Yeah.
Yeah. But that was probably the biggest difference. I
Yeah.
would say.
What strategies, I guess. Well, I guess a question for you. So you manage like obviously here and over there. Not like I manage here, but like you manage me. So how did that change your job? I guess adding, because like obviously you have Simmons Media, and you have the Dub. Now you have here. So like, what changed for good or for worse? Like, how did that change or affect you?
It's a very good question.
It is. It's a loaded question, but
yeah, no, it definitely did change a lot because it was like a gradual transition into it.
And real quick, you're the owner, right?
Yeah.
What is your title? Just so people have an idea. Like,
Yeah. My title's content operations manager.
Hence why he manages everything, really. So
content and operations of content.
everywhere. It's not just. It's literally all three. So anyway, now keep going.
But yeah, no, it was a gradual transition because I don't even remember when we like. I guess it was like the beginning of this year or like end of last year, maybe that it was like kind of. I forget when I even officially got that.
Yeah, I think.
Because that was the content. What was that before? The lead content creator. Yeah. And then I transitioned into that. But that was an interesting transition because I had, I have been like leads at other jobs before. I've never been like a manager role, and I was just like pretty nervous because Matt got me a book, and I remember I was like reading that book. That was First Time Manager, and it was pretty good. It had some really good stuff in it. But it was interesting because I think the biggest struggle was like dynamics, because when I first took on that role, like our team dynamics within just Simmons Media was like substantially different. And I think that was like an interesting way because I had to start kind of like giving feedback. The first thing I ever started was giving feedback on people's edits. Mm-hmm. And even that was like a hurdle for me because I was not really like that great at like kind of giving people feedback. Like I didn't want to be not liked, essentially.
Yeah.
And that was a big thing to get over. And then like I'm going back to the dynamic thing is that working with coworkers and now I'm managing them. Like I'm their like manager essentially, is an interesting dynamic to like for people to kind of change their view on you.
Yeah.
And like start managing them. So that was interesting, but the dynamic like kind of naturally changed because it is like different people, pretty much an entirely different team now.
Yeah.
And now everyone on our team now has only ever known me as their like content manager.
Yeah.
So it's like I've kind of like naturally like grown with it, and now I'm just
now.
Yeah. So I think that was like the biggest like transition and something I wasn't really expecting.
I think it's also important to like take it back even further because like you started as a videographer and editor,
mm-hmm.
and you've been through the ringer. Really.
Yeah, and like we started building a team. We had other videographers and editors, so it was definitely different when there's like four of us. There's me. There's like a marketing assistant and like two videographer and editors, right?
Okay.
We got to edit that out.
Yeah, I will definitely take that out.
But is this back on me? All right, yeah. But then, so it's different when you have like four people on the team. There's like myself, a marketing assistant, Gabe as a videographer and editor, and then like another videographer and editor to then like have that like transformation occur with that same team. It's definitely was like a little different of a dynamic and took a little bit of time. But I think one thing too that like a big responsibility change when we started opening up the studios was we had a conversation where it's like the shoot load's got to come down. Like because for Simmons Media we travel on site for shoots and like they can be Jersey, and you're like you're traveling
countrywide, right?
Yeah.
Now it is obviously
a lot of traveling.
Yeah, without going into depth too much, but you guys you're traveling a lot.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, it involves a lot of travel. So having that conversation, we're like, all right, if we're doing this, we need you kind of in different places, and being able to be in the studio mindset and having to change that workload, that was a big part.
Yeah, that was my workload is definitely like transitioned a lot too, like from now. So
I guess now a question for both of you: how do you balance that workload? What's your mindset to balance that workload? Because like for you, obviously you wear the hat of owner, but it's of all three. So like even though it's like the head is really like Simmons Media of the snake, right?
Sure.
And that's like the backbone. But you're still owning all three. You still are dealing with all three, and then you're managing all three. Like, so what's the mentality? I
think for me, my biggest thing was just having to like have a really honest conversation with myself, and like I gotta time manage way better. So like one big thing that we've been doing is like I try to put all my meetings on Monday. So then that way it's just, this is my meeting day. The rest of the week I can be doing the things I said I was going to do in these meetings and like making sure everything's going to plan. But I think really too is like, so Monday mornings for me is like all Simmons Media. And then Monday afternoons is all studios. So just dividing my time a little bit better. And then the rest of the week's just kind of like where I'm needed the most. That's been like a big thing for me.
What about you, Jay?
Yeah, I'd say like time blocking, like that's been like a huge thing. And also for me at least being like even as detailed as I can with like what I need to get done. Like I've broken down like a lot of my like to-do lists and stuff that I need to get done. Like what like needs more what needs my like
utmost attention.
Yeah,
like,
most attention.
What do you prioritize first?
Yeah. So that's like the biggest thing is I'll try to time block because I'm also like I have meetings with him on Monday. We do like the studio meetings on Monday, and that's been like super helpful to like switch that mindset because like if I like start working on something, man, like I'll get so tunnel visioned on it and I'll keep working on it and then I'll think of something else and then I'll stop working on that and then I'll hop to the next thing, and it could totally be like Simmons Media, it could be Westchester, it could be like thinking about KOP stuff. Yep. So it is I gotta stop myself sometimes because I'll just be like jumping through loops.
Definitely the same way. What about you? How do you, because let's talk about your role a little bit. You're studio manager here at KMP. You are really wearing every hat of a business in the one role since you manage this location. Like you're doing a lot of the sales. You're doing the sessions like this. You did that editing, the client relation side of things, really community building as well. How do you, and like some marketing too, but like how do you balance that for yourself?
It's weird because while I do balance it, I also don't. It's almost some sort of organized chaos. If that like if that makes sense. Like
it does.
It's really just like I can't, how do I word it? Because it's a lot easier to just do it and like, this is what I need to do today. I can't look at, one of the things that I've learned is I can't look at the big picture. I have to look day by day or I'll get overwhelmed.
Got it.
Because I can't like have that bird's eye view and look down and be like, I need to wear every hat today. It's not feasible. I have to look more like at that level and be like, okay, today I need to wear sales hat. Today I need to wear editor hat. Like there has to be that's kind of how I tackle the day and how I try to stay ahead. Like certain days it's like, okay, today's my editing day. Like I texted you the other day, hey, listen, I'm just going to be in for a while. Like, and I stayed till 7 or 8 and I just edited the whole time. And it's like, it's easier for me to get ahead because then the next day I'm wearing my social media hat. And the next day, like, I think that's the easiest way to do it now. But there are certain days that it is, this hat comes on and this hat, like, and that's just kind of the nature of the beast. But really just staying organized and really for me, it's the night before. Like, I have to think about what do I have to do tomorrow? Like, what's most important? Who do I have to talk to? And then realizing that it's not all going to be how I think it is. Like, if a problem comes up, whether I thought X was more important, the problem takes precedence.
Always does.
And so just learning, being by myself, honestly, is help. It's like a double-edged sword. It's helpful because I'm not managing another person. So, like, I don't have to, like, for instance, you're managing me, right? But we have different work styles. So you have to cater to both. Like, you obviously have expectations, but you're also, like, managing how someone else works. For me, I'm just I don't have to manage that side. Like, I don't have to worry about someone else sitting out there like, hey, you got to do this. Like, no, it's me. So I know, like, I can box this time for this or this time for this. So that is helpful, but also, like, I'm here by myself. So, like, it's definitely, it's different. But I have enjoyed learning it. It's one of the things that I'm definitely going to continue to just have to learn. And you really, I don't know, you guys would understand this. Do you ever really learn it? Like, you know, like, do you ever know everything about it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, like, I think you just kind of, there's definitely points where it's like, you have to be willing to say, listen, I don't know, but I'm going to figure it out.
Yeah.
And then once you figure it out, then it's like that next time it shows up.
Now you know how to handle
and then it's the beauty of being a manager too, though, because then when someone you're managing has that same problem, it's like, hey, I got you. Like, I just did it. And so I would say that is the long answer.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a good answer.
So,
That is a good answer.
Yeah.
yeah, I think that is really the behind the scenes. I guess the last question is, we have 2 studios.
Yeah.
What does scaling look like? And were there any scaling pains going from 1 to 2? And then if you, like, how can you avoid those for 2 to 3, 3 to 4, blah, blah, blah?
Right. Yeah, I mean, short answer, yes.
Yeah.
There's scaling pains.
Yeah.
There's still scaling pains, which is natural. It's just part of it. In hindsight, I think the biggest difference was the marketing. Just because when we opened in Westchester, the studios wasn't like an extension of Simmons Media. Like, there was no rent. There was no extra bills. There's nothing like that. It wasn't like, hey, we have X amount of months to make X amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, all right, this would be cool if it starts doing this thing. And it did, like, pretty quickly, which is why we felt like very confident in the model to open up a second one. But I think the marketing was the biggest difference, having the founding deal in place, having all this kind of pre-sale launch. Like, hey, if we kind of need to sell something before we even open, like, that's a whole different concept.
Yeah.
So
What about you? I guess you kind of go back to the role, but, like, your job, were there scaling pains, like adding another workload to what was already 2?
Yeah, I mean, I think naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's more stuff getting added on, different, like, I mean, I think, like, the biggest thing that evolved a lot was, like, all the back end stuff, like, with our, like, CRM. Like, I was doing stuff kind of like when we had Westchester, but we didn't need that much. Like, we didn't need that much. So then when KOP opened, there was a whole plethora of things that opened up. And that was, like, the biggest, like, scalability thing. But it's been, like, a lot of learning process, because now that we know how to do those systems, it's just, that's what's going to be scalable. It's like when we get these systems in place and we know what works for both studios, it's just like copy and paste, and you can kind of keep, like, learning and going. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
That's been, like, one of the best parts, I think, too, is, like, with having the 2 is if we come up with an idea or system or whatever and it works in 1, it's like, all right, cool. If it works in 2, we have that in, like, our back pocket
and we
forever.
know
It's going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, that's been a really cool thing, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's definitely, I mean, this is on YouTube. Obviously, if you're watching this, you're probably on YouTube.
Yeah.
But it reminds me of A/B testing, like, with how they do, like, the different thumbnails now.
Yeah.
Like, you could put out 3 different, and it's like,
Yeah.
what works. But I mean, it's true. Like, for the studios now, if one works here, one works there, like, you have it. So
Yeah.
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 it's definitely pretty cool. I guess the last thing, you said you were going to give, like, a general round number.
Coming back.
What would that be? And then what would, I guess, if we all want to give one tip to someone who maybe is thinking about getting into the space?
Got it. All right.
So-
So the moment you've all been waiting for, the grand total. Hold up. I was waiting for the camera to come back on me because it was on you. The grand total for the studio build out is about $20,000 for each location. So it's not pocket change. Like, it's a pretty steep investment. Luckily with Westchester, we had a lot of the gear already, which was nice. So that was more like 17. But yeah, it's going to be about 20,000 if you want to do it right. And I have 2 pieces of advice. One, if you're going to do it, don't cheap out and just get crap. Like, it's a luxury service. Technically, nobody needs this service. So you got to do it well if you're going to do it. And the second piece of advice I have is don't do it. And for those of you who I could easily persuade by telling you don't do it, you shouldn't do it. But if you're going to do it anyway, that's the type of person who's going to be able to make it work.
Boom.
That was inspirational. That I'm not even lying. That I had to do a double take real quick. I was like, he really did say that. Okay.
Is that a Matt Simmons quote right there?
Yeah. You got it.
Honestly,
Yeah.
put
that
that. Hang
I'm
that.
gonna write that down.
Wow. Okay. Gabe, how do you follow that?
I don't.
Yeah. Would you? I mean, I guess I could cater the question more to you as someone who's wearing multiple hats in, as a management role. What's a piece of advice you'd give someone?
I think a good piece of advice would be to come back to what you said and to kind of not look at it in a bird's eye view and overwhelm yourself and overstimulate yourself, because it is very easy to think about every little detail that's going to stress you out. Or you can kind of just do it day by day, hour by hour, figure out like what needs to get done
The here
and do
now.
it. Yeah. And do it like that. Because I think that if I thought about every single thing that I needed to get done right now, I'd be freaking out.
Yep.
So it's
Big
like,
time.
yeah, and I feel like that's for anything. So it's like kind of take a step back, and another thing, like I think a good piece of advice is if you are like prone to like being stressed out by a lot of things going on at once, because like if you're doing something like this, like there's gonna be a lot of things going on at once, is to like do stuff outside of work, like personally, that's gonna kind of reduce your stress, and whatever that may be, do it.
Boom.
What about you?
Communication and prioritize it over everything, because nothing will get done otherwise. And that's if you're a manager, you have someone who's over you. If you're an owner, I would say I think you would agree, communicate with the people that you're working with and who work for you.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, communication ultimately is the backbone of everything that we do. And if you have good communication, there's a better chance that the culture you're building is going to be one that people can thrive in, because it just like everyone wants to be heard. I mean, we've talked about it with the podcast, like people want to be heard.
Yeah.
So that's why they come here.
Yeah.
But in a workplace, everyone wants to be heard, but also it's very important that people feel safe in an environment that they can share what they're feeling, because it breeds a good culture. So I'd say just, if you're a manager, be willing to listen and but also be willing to communicate to those that are above you, below you, whatever. And then if you're an owner out there and you have a business, like be willing to listen as well, and be willing to have those hard conversations. Even if you might not love them, they have to happen. And I mean, we say it all the time, don't take things too personal.
Yeah.
Like you just kind of have to, it's part of the business. You keep moving. So communication, that's my one.
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
get,
was
get
good.
some.
So-
Make sure you're listening to other perspectives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
No doubt.
So that was a good one, boys.
That was
Episode 5 is in the books.
Boom.
Yeah.
We'll be back with 6. Yeah. So, hey guys, make sure you subscribe to this. Stay tuned. Follow the socials if you haven't. At King of Prussia Studios and at Westchester Studios. We post on there, hopefully 3 times a week. And yeah, so we will see you in episode 6. Peace.
See you.
Peace.